Alright, what is up, guys? It's me, Orange MCool40. It is time to do OCG Thursday. Now, you guys know, this is one of my favorite segments on this channel. Back in the day we used to do deck profiles as one of videos. This is my chance to kind of snapshot the OCG every week and analyze things. So everything you're going to see this week, it's all new format. I do want to point out, though, guys, you should definitely turn on those notifications, enable my video updates. That way, when we upload something, you'll get the chance to see it first. And, of course, always like this video. I like to know that you guys like OCG Thursdays. I like to know that I'm doing my job correctly. So please, if you can find it in your heart, just one dick slap, in the words of Yugioh. I always like borrowing that catchphrase from him. It's always a shout out. Support the channels that you really like. I don't think people really do that a lot. I often get shit from borrowing his catchphrase, but it's all within good fun, and it's always a shout out to Yugioh now. So, but as I said, this week is a bunch of new stuff in Japan, and they never cease to amaze me with some of the crazy antics that they come up with. So, first deck profile is ABC's. We'll do a quick rundown of the cards. So, triple A Assault Core, triple Ash Blossom, triple Buster, one Gofu, triple Crush, one Dragodius, 2 gold, triple Thrasher, and 2 of our buddy Silver Gadget. Spells, 1 Empowerment, 1 Gateway of Chaos, good old Feather Duster, triple Desires, triple Set Rotation, 1 Soul Charge, 2 Terraforming, 2 Union Hangers, 1 Imperial Order, triple Strike, 1 Warning, and of course, 1 Emptiness. Extra deck here, triple ABC Dragon Buster, 2 Decode Talkers, 1 Firewall, 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Dweller, 1 Tsukiyomi, Castel, Diamond Dire, Excite Knight, Gigant, Utopia, and the Lightning. So first off, keep in mind that this card just recently went to 2, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, because this card exists. I'm indifferent about it. It just kind of seems like a waste of a hit on the list. Terraforming's been one of those cards that's needed to be an issue forever, but now I can just give my opponent Gateway to Chaos and lock them out of the game. It's really unfortunate that that is a thing, but hitting Terraforming when set rotation's around, I don't know, it's just, I guess. So outside of that, this is pretty standard for what you're looking at. One of the cool tricks now is if you split the Dragon Buster on the opponent's turn, then you can just go and make Firewall Dragon, and then you just make another Dragon Buster backed with Firewall Dragon. I don't know how many people have actually realized that, because if you go 1, 2, 3, attach on your turn, if your stuff survives, just special summon, then you can use the 4 to link summon Firewall, and then make Dragon Buster underneath it, and then you'll have your Firewall loaded to go. That's pretty fucking mind-blowing to me as a player. Also, just seeing typical Gofu abuse, nothing really special to see here every week now. I'm definitely kind of curious to see what their turn 1 plans are for this deck. Gigant Tsukiyomi used to be the go-to, but you can't do both that and Dragon Buster turn 1 anymore. So I'm not really quite sure what their game turn 1 plan is. I assume if we get to the empowerment doing what we need to do, there really shouldn't be much of a problem, hearsay, but definitely should be good to go for that. So that's enough about our good friend ABCs. Next up on our spectrum this week, Necros. Ooh. Oh boy. So I didn't actually even realize that the OCG even still had Jin legal. I think this was just a Patrick Hoban fuck the entire TCG bullshit spiel. But onto the deck profile, because this one's actually kind of interesting. 2 Ash Blossoms, 1 Dijin, mained, triple Manju, triple Max, triple Gamma, triple Senju, of course, 1 Shrit, Driver, Brionic, triple Colossus, 1 Decisive Armor, 2 Trishula, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Valk. Spells, 2 Dark Holes, 1 Feather Duster, 2 MST, 1 Cycle, triple Kleido, 2 Mir, 2 Prep, and 1 Rhoda. Extra deck, of course, Nistis, Onimaru for being level 12, 2 Herald of the Arclight, Omega, Star Eater, Stardust Charge, Castel, Rebellion, Excite Knight, Gaia Dragon, Frozen Lady, Utopia, Utopia Lightning, and good old Nyrala. Side deck here, 1 Christia, 2 Djinn, triple Gamma Seal, 2 Ogre, triple Epsilon, 2 Ben 10, 1 Trishula, and 1 Foolish Burrow. I like how you can board in Christia with Ben 10s. Remember, when these things are attributed, you can add a light monster, fairy type, from your deck to your hand. Hi, my name is Christia. I'm searchable. And just a little interesting, cute little trick there. Okay, so a few things here. This deck is, of course, playing the Psy-Frame engine, pretty standard-esque. Djinn, you're just going to start putting it in your opponent's butthole as soon as you start doing your thing. Epsilon is for trap cards. I actually was kind of surprised to see this. The meta's kind of differentiated enough in the OCG that they're citing trap negators. Also, the fact that we have a built-in Rhoda here for Christia is pretty interesting. Manjus, Sinjus are fairies. You know, so being able to just search for this, if you get to this in your opening hand, oh wait, you can, because we play prep. So that's interesting, having an indirect search area for Christia to drop on your opponent to lock them out of the game as you're doing Necros things. I don't know if anyone's thought of that in the TCG yet. You know, if Necros come back here, all we need is just this guy to move to 1 in the TCG, and we'll be able to abuse this deck. But for some reason, it sucks, because I don't think it's really going to happen. You know, I love Necros as a deck. They were one of the coolest decks in the game to actually play. But the odds of it moving, it's so sad. Outside of that, this is just pretty much standard Necros with 300% more Djinn lock. So, Patrick, you should go to Japan, buddy. You'd be very good over there. Alright, next up. Last deck of the week here. So, I believe Japan had a major tournament under the new list for testing. And this is the Doohickey the Topped. So, this is True Draco Witch playing 1 Masterpiece and 1 Diagram. Deck's still good. I knew it would be. You can't just give this archetype as much as you've given them and not expect them to be good in some way, shape, or form. I'm just saying. And of course, I've said countless times in my Market Watch that people should be picking up the Invoke stuff, and I don't think people are really listening. So, your loss if this becomes a thing in the TCG. So, triple Alistair, triple Ash Blossom, triple Dynamite, 1 Ogre, 1 Majesty Maiden, 1 Masterpiece, triple Maxi, and 1 Little Prophecy guy. Spells, 2 Cosmics, 1 Diagram, 1 Feather Duster, 2 Invocations, 2 Meltdowns, 2 Rudra, 2 Secrets, 2 Terraforming, and triple True Draco Heritage. Trap cards, triple Apocalypse, triple True King's Return, and 2 Waterfall of Dragon Souls. Extra deck here, 2 Caligula, 1 Cocytus, Elysium, 1 Malangelica, 2 Macaba, 2 Purgatorio, and 2 Radiants, along with Dweller, Castel, Excite Knight, and the little drunk guy, number 41. Side deck here, 2 Lancia, triple Skullmeister, 2 Dark Hole, triple System Down, 2 Different Dimension Ground, 2 Heavy Duststorm, and 1 Emptiness, bringing this bad boy to a close. So the first thing I'm going to tell you looking at this deck is a lot of you guys aren't going to agree with these ratios. I say that because, well, actually, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, the format's slowed down enough in the OCG. I also hate 3 of these. Probably go to double Ghost Ogre. The reliance of hitting things is still relatively good. However, I mean, your main matchup that you're still going to be fighting a pissing contest with is going to be dinosaurs. Let's be completely real about that. Alistair does what Alistair does, giving you access to this. And the thing that the True Draco engine gives you is infinite draw power. And that's why we've already included Rudra and the whole Prophecy bullshit engine to already draw cards. I mean, no one cares if Alistair's in the graveyard. That's why this card's good. It can banish from the graveyard to fusion summon. And you have access to the entire toolbox that you could ever want in this deck. And, of course, being able to just masterpiece your opponent for no goddamn reason. You know, it's interesting now with Waterfall and Diagram. You can just pop this, go get whatever you need here, and just go get the Masterpiece off the Waterfall. Or if you want the Trap card, then you can just set up. It's not like Masterpiece has ever died anyway, because if True King's returns, it's going to return on the opponent's turn. So, this is what I would expect from the OCG metagame in terms of, their meta. So, I mean, this did win the last major tournament they had playtesting this stuff. So, definitely interesting. So, guys, What do you think? Feel free to leave a comment down below. As of course, please like this video. Turn on those notifications. This is one of my favorite segments I get to do each week. So, and remember, guys, tomorrow is Market Watch Friday. Deuce Arenos, ladies and gentlemen Arenos. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.